Welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to show off a little easy recipe for dinner. It is going to be a bean salad. We have a variety of beans. We got some kidney beans, garbanzo / chickpea beans, cannelli beans, which are also white kidney beans, black beans, and green beans. You can use whatever assortment you want. These are just 5 I've picked. You can use lima beans or whatever you want. Throw them into a bowl, you put some vinaigrette with it, and then you're set with your bean salad there. So we'll get that going in a second. To accompany our bean salad, we're going to have some spaghetti. You could use fettuccine noodles. We got some whole grain spaghetti noodles here. Got the water boiling right now. Once that gets to a boil, we'll add that in there. And to finish it all off, we're going to sear some salmon. Got my skillet here. We'll use some oil and get a nice sear on that salmon. So to get started off here, you got to do all the hard work. You got to get the can opener going and open up 5 cans worth of beans. This one has a latch on top, so I can do that one myself. And we're going to want to drain these too, so I'm going to step over there in a second and drain them into the sink. A little experiment here too. We'll see how this one does. You see it's a little bit oddly shaped there, so we'll see how the can opener does with this one, if it can succeed in opening the lid. Oh, it's pretty normal, pretty standard stuff. So, this is the first step. We'll see you at the second step. On to step 2, we have opened all our cans, and we're going to dump them into the bowl. Make sure you drain them first. You want minimal residual stuff from the can in there, so dumping in all our beans. We got the black beans, garbanzo beans, or chickpeas, whatever you call them. And then my favorite, the green beans from a can. We also forgot our last ingredient, so we got to go get that. It's the scallions, or green onions. So we head to the refrigerator here, snag those from the crisper. We got our cutting board here, get a couple scallions and a knife to cut these scallions into some nice manageable pieces. This is going to add a little bit of crispness to your bean salad. It's a pretty crucial ingredient. There have been times where I forget to get this from the grocery store and a lot is missing from the end result without the scallions. So it's a crucial thing. To cut them up, we take these ends off, throw those aside. And I like the crispy white part here as much as possible, so I try to remove as little of that as I can. But I try to take kind of the husk, the outside part off first. And just kind of prune that a little bit so it's ready. And onto the cutting. And the sizes I'm looking for are probably about 1/4 of an inch, I'd say. Just nice little pieces there, and as you go down the stem here, down the whole thing, you kind of just get pieces like that. I'm probably not using the best cutting style here, but it's okay. As long as I don't hurt my finger, it's all good. I have been in the past chastised by professional chefs of my with my cutting technique. They don't like it. It's not proper. If you hadn't guessed, I have not gone to chef school. I'm just an amateur. But even if you're just an amateur too, a little bit of creativity can get you a nice meal. That's what we're kind of going for here today, just a little bit of creativity and also some fun. And then, there we go. So you got kind of a mixture of this kind of crispy part, and these are more kind of soft. So it's a good little span there of the spectrum of the green onion. We're going to dump all of these into the bowl over here, and it's kind of stacked up pretty tall there, so we're going to be carefully adding a couple, not to lose any pieces, because each one is precious. Precious green onions. And there you have it. So we'll mix all that together, throw in the vinaigrette as well. If you come over here, we've got the spaghetti ready to be put in, because that water has just reached its boiling point. So we're going to open the package here and use a good portion of this spaghetti. Probably not the whole thing. What do you think? Do we do what I do most of the time, which is break them in half, or do we put the whole thing in? What do you think, everybody? Comment below. We're going to get a good portion here. There we go. And I usually break them in half, just for size, and it makes it easier to manage. We'll do another little bit here, not too much. But this is the whole grain spaghetti. So we'll do about that much spaghetti. Keep it in a rolling boil there. Turn down our heat to about half to about maybe 4 out of 10 there. Just to keep that boil going. One other ingredient for our pasta is going to be our pesto. So we're going to put that in the pasta later when we drain it and get it ready to serve. So let's finish off our pasta salad here. So we all our cans here, we'll recycle those. Before you stir it all together, just pour in a generous amount of some kind of vinaigrette, some kind of dressing, salad dressing, Italian dressing. This is a 3-cheese vinaigrette. It has apple cider vinegar, Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago cheese, so it's a good blend. And you just kind of put a generous amount in there. And the best way to have this too is not serve it right away. You actually want it cold. So what I recommend is usually making it beforehand, putting it in the refrigerator for a few, maybe an hour or two at least, so it gets chilled throughout. And this part, you just stir it all together, get it all mixed up together, and we'll enjoy it like this. You can serve it in a bowl, you can have it on your plate as well, but a good mixture of beans there, lots of fiber, some protein. It's a very healthy kind of side dish you can have there, and it's something I make in the summer a lot to have with like I'll make kind of 2 things over the summer. I will make this bean salad and then pasta salad with like tuna and some more scallions. I put the scallions in that as well, so it's kind of my go-to dishes for lunchtime meals over the summer when I have the time to do that during the week. So there's that. So we'll come back for part 3. All right, so we're back with the salmon here. We're going to take this fillet of salmon and place it into our saucepan. We've been already preheating that up. Use a low heat. I'm at about 3 there. So we're going to use that for our salmon. Handling the raw meat. Going to wash my hands, of course, with soap and water. And then I'll return to my station there next to the oven. I can put that down to about a 2. I usually like to do nice and low and slow. I will turn up to pretty high heat later on to finish off. Get a nice sear to it at the end. I'll adjust that down to about a 2. Our spaghetti's still going there. Make sure you stir this. Always make sure you stir your spaghetti. Get it nice and well cooked throughout. As the noodles are kind of softening up there. We're almost done, so we'll leave that for about another maybe a minute or 2 before we strain that. So there goes our salmon still cooking. I'll put some olive oil in the pan there. So I'm going to get that olive oil in contact with the fish as much as possible. Kind of put the flat side down. We'll flip it over here in a second. That's pretty much the waiting game so far. We'll wait until the salmon is good and cooked. I'll flip it over, get it nice and done on that side. Use my thermometer to make sure it is the right temperature and fully cooked, but not too well done. We don't want to overcook our salmon. We want to still have a little bit of nice little center heat there, but not too much. Like that. So yeah, there we are. That's I think the last step. And then the next step will be to plate it up and serve. But I'll probably come back and show you how I finish searing the salmon at the end. I'll show you how to get that nice finish to it when the last step. So we'll be back to that step later. Almost forgot the most important thing. I have to add some salt and pepper. I'll get the salt from this smoked set we have. It's called Fresh Jacks, and they have a variety of salty seasonings. So this one's going to be for our smoked cherry wood. We'll put some pepper on first. We'll pepper up this side here before we flip it. Get some nice pepper going there. You do kind of want to do a little bit more than you think. So always kind of over season. Don't worry about it because some of it's going to come off in the pan anyway. So you want to kind of get a good amount on there. And then we're going to flip this over to get to the other side. Nice centering there. And there's our first flipperoonie. And then we'll season this side as well. So yeah, don't forget your seasoning. And we're going to strain this pasta here. We'll come back and finish off the salmon on our next step. So we've got the salmon cooking there. We're almost where we want to be at 145 degrees. We'll let that continue before we do another flip there. For the pasta, we're going to add some olive oil to it. A good amount of olive oil in there just to get it to get consistency that we want. We'll put some pepper in and then pesto right after with a nice little jar here. So pepper in and then pesto. You think all of it? We'll see. If I need to get a utensil here, so we get a little spoon. And when I say a little spoon, I mean a little spoon. The little spoon that we have. And we will Hey, about that. Is that good? What do you say? A little more? What do you think? A little more? And then we will use our pasta spoon to mix that all in with the pesto. And you got the green pesto going in there. Nice consistency. Pasta is really good. Just give it a nice stir there. And there we have that. So over to the salmon. Get another flip here. I like this side earlier. That same side here. And there's that nice little seal we're looking at. Not too long this side. I think it's pretty much done. We'll get a nice little measurement here. We're looking at about 137 currently. So we'll do a little bit longer. Get to 145, and we'll be done with that. And I think next time you see this, we will plate it up and dig on into our seared salmon, pesto pasta, and pie bean salad as our meal here. So not too much effort, just takes a little, and you have a pretty good meal coming together here, as you can see. So we'll see you in a little bit. So I'll plate it up here. We have the salmon and the pasta. Let me dig into this pasta a little bit. Enjoying that pesto sauce on there and a little bit of pepper. Definitely a lot of pesto, but a good amount, not too much. And then this salmon, nice color in there. Okay, some detail there. And yeah, the sea salt seasoning put on. Always, we've had that. My family a lot of time, so it's something we always enjoy. For a couple years now, we've been getting that. Get a little taste here. Yeah, it's perfect salmon. And then the bean salad. This is a new vinaigrette I have not had before, so we'll see how it is. A little sweet. Not always my favorite. I'm more of a savory guy, salty, but it goes well with this. It's more of a different kind of taste. compared to the pesto. You go from pesto to that sweet vinaigrette, and then back to the salmon. So, hope you can enjoy something like this on your own. It's a simple, easy meal to make. Not very many ingredients either. You get the salmon by itself, got your spices in there, the pasta and the pesto, and then the beans with the cans. That's pretty much it. So it's a pretty low skill meal there, and that's what we're looking for in my cookbook. So hope you enjoyed that, and you got a little taste of what a meal's like for Mr. Wilkie. And I can make this up any old time. Catch you later.